Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you according to your time. Today, I want to answer a question that someone asked me before. And the person was asking me, said I wrote something about narcissism, narcissist. That how do I, that they want me, she want, it's a lady, she want me to say more, that the things I said really struck her, that she want me to explain more, say more things about that. So I just want to I will say it briefly. If you need to know more, you have to go and read my article on when will women know that they are living in with a narcissist. How did I put it there? Okay, when will women realize that narcissists don't change? Okay, that's the article. Why will women realize that narcissists don't change? Yes, narcissists are just everywhere now. I'm really surprised. They are everywhere. They're just full everywhere. Eh? And you know another thing is that since we have been living with them for a very long time, especially in Africa, because they are everywhere, but because of the background, because of our beliefs and culture, in Africa it's just like they have a right to operate the way they are doing. They have the right to act the way they are doing. And the women have no choice. The women are under obligation to to accept the behavior, such behavior. Like the women have no choice; they just have to accept it because of all this kingship and like in some cultures where they believe that a woman is supposed to be a slave to a man. You know, where people believe that a woman is supposed to be a slave, those things are more prevalent. Those kind of behavior are more prevalent because a man sees the woman as a tool. A man feels that he has the right to prey on the woman, to do whatever he likes to the woman. That's why you see some of them, they kill their wives anyhow. They kill them. They possess the women like a property. And whatever they want to do with, they just decide on whatever they want to do to the woman and do to the woman. You see, the family sef will not even come to the rescue of the woman. The family will say, you are married though, that is your husband, go and die there. If you try to come back to the family home, maybe the man is not treating you well, they will tell you, don't bring shame to us, better go back, go and work it out, even when it's not something that is possible for going back there and working it out is unrealistic possibility. But they don't see that there's wants you to them, they are actually asking you to go and die, because they know that they don't understand that it's not a place where you can spend the rest of your life, because your life is already in danger in that place. But they will ask you to go back, meaning that go and die. You see, so narcissism, it's a disorder anyway. It's a disorder of the self. It's a disorder of the self. The self is already lost. You see, the self of that person is lost, and these things, according to science or psychology believes that it stems from childhood, and it's caused by two factors. One is overpraise, and the other one is uh, dysfunction. Like maybe you grow up in a house where your parents idolized you as a child. They idolized you and they treated you like a special person. And I understand some parents who don't have plenty children. Like I remember when we were growing up, some people who don't have only one child, they will idolize that child. They will want to give the child everything. In fact, the child doesn't do any, will not do, that's such a child will not do anything on his or her own. No. The parents will do everything. Some won't even allow the child to study hard. It's like punishment. The child studying hard is like punishment. They want to buy everything, buy admission, buy marks, buy everything for the child. So they tend to give that child a sense of superiority. They make the child to start feeling that it's superior to others. It's a special child, and so he has to pray. So when a child grows up with that kind of mentality, what do you think he will do? He will begin to prey on others, claim on others anyhow. So that is one of the ways a narcissist is raised. And then another one is when a child grows up in a dysfunctional family or home, where the parents, one of the parents is a narcissist, and so we begin to treat the child like, you know, the narcissist will always pick one child to be a special one, and then we'll also have the scapegoat, the one that will be using, it's just like when you clean your hands, then you rub your hands on this one. This one is the one is like towel. Whatever you do, that's the dirty one. You clean your hand there. So that is the scapegoat. Then the special child will be above the scapegoat. So that one will do all the blames. The whatever he does that is not right, it is from the scapegoat. This one is always perfect. The child that is picked, the golden child is perfect. That one can do everything perfect. That one does not, the mother does not even send that one on errands. So it's this the scapegoat that will do, will even the scapegoat will even be serving that one, that special child of the narcissistic mother. This one, the one she choose as the scapegoat, will be serving the one she choose as the special child. That's the narcissistic mother. And you see what you'll be doing. So that one that she choose as the scapegoat, all the punishment is that one that will receive. Will treat that one like a slave. That one will suffer in that home. Will suffer in that home. And then when they suffer like that, some of them, because that child will not experience love, number one, will not experience validation. Their parents will not validate, will not love, will not approve of that child. So all they do is like punishment, shouting at the child, beating the child anyhow. So that child will suffer a lot in the hands of the parents. That child will not have, they will, the kind of behavior, actions of the parents on the child will kind of erode the child's confidence. The child will just be wondering, why am I here? Am I so, what is anything wrong with me? It's like something is wrong with me because I'm not like other children. The way they treat other children, they don't treat me like that. They treat me like I'm like an outcast, like someone who is not supposed to be here. Maybe I'm not supposed, many things will be in the child's head because nobody will be there to care for the child. Ask him or her, how do you feel? Are you okay? Some children never experience that from their parents. The only experience they had was this raging all the time, raging, name calling and names calling and all this, and beating all the time from their parents. They never experience love from them. They never approve of them. They never cared for them as how to care for a child. They never had that experience. And so when they grow up, they have lost, the self is already lost. Nobody validated it. So they grow up feeling empty, feeling like they are not worthy, feeling like they are different, they are not like others. That sense of uh, inferiority, lack of confidence, these are the things that they will have. But when they in the outside world, they have to cope. So what they do is that they begin to use grandiosity, like all this, to cover up, to just to shield themselves, so that they can, that one will give you false confidence, will give you a false kind of life. The child will wear a mask because that child does not have an identity. The identity he or she has is not a real identity, it's fake, because that child was not validated. How can you have when you are not validated, when nobody told you, somebody, so you begin to fake and force things, not like you are being authentic, because you did not experience that authenticity. You were not given the opportunity to do that. So what the child will be doing now will just be forcing things, pretending, you know the child will become a narcissist, begin to prey on other people too because of the dysfunctional childhood. So begin to act, will become an actor. That is why the male narcissists are always actors. They want to pretend to be like every other person. What they don't have, they force it into, let it be like they have it. But it's not every child that grows up in that situation end up becoming a narcissist. No, it's not everybody. Some people grow up in that experience, but they are not narcissists. But there are some who are narcissists. It's one of the ways of raising narcissists anyway. So, and when the child grows up like that, begin to pray. You see, they will begin to like, they want to show, because they were not, nobody saw them, nobody allowed them to express themselves when they were young, when they were children. So they will want to begin to grab these things. They want to show and hold things by force, just like every other person is doing. Even if they know they cannot do it, they will lie to for make it look like okay they belong, they can do it too. So that's why they lie, they grab things by force, they manipulate, they possess people, because their mother did not give them that thing. They take it by force from other people, but they prey on people. They possess people, they lie, they do a lot of things. So when you have a man who is always argue unnecessarily, you are staying with a man who argues unnecessarily, a man who pick fights in everything, is always nagging and raging, you know is always trashing you down, making you feel worthless. He's just projecting his insecurity on you because he is empty. He feels worthless himself. And so he's projecting that worthlessness to you so that he can feel superior, to make you feel less so that he can feel superior. So that's what they do. They are highly controlling and very manipulative. You stay with the man, he will begin to manipulate you. He will tell you something. You will tell the man something, or the woman. It's not only a man that is a narcissist. Oh, there are men who are narcissists and there are women who are also narcissists. But I'm just using it because the men are too many. There are more than the female narcissist. So that's why I'm using the man now. I'm trying to mention man. So you see, the man will he will tell you something now. Then when you a few minutes later, when you ask him that thing, he will tell you he never said so. He will tell you he never said so. He will even accuse you of being crazy. He will accuse you of imagining things, and he will call you crazy, you know, just to make himself feel strong. And that's why they can never be vulnerable, because being vulnerable makes them feel weak. So they have to show that they are tough so that you will begin to be afraid and humble. You must humble yourself, as in you must be, this humility is not, it's an unhealthy kind of, you are not being humble in a healthy way. No, you'll be walking on eggshell. That's you are feeling, because he's always raging. He's always raging. He's always finding fault. He's always finding fault, looking for things to trash you, to accuse you of, looking for things to come after you. And so you are now walking on eggshell. You will be too careful. This time, let it not be. What will he say now? What will he accuse you of? What will he beat you for? Because they beat their women, eh? They beat them. That's why in relationship there's always domestic violence and killings. It happens. They kill one party will kill the other one, but mostly the narcissist that kill the victim. It's like that. So when you have someone who treats you like that, know that you are living with a narcissist. They are very arrogant. You know, they don't fear. They are very fearful inside, though, but they pretend to be tough on the outside. Deep down, they are empty and fearful. You see, that's how they are. And they have no respect for people. They don't respect people. They feel entitled to treat other people the way they like. They feel entitled. A narcissist will never be remorseful when they have done something to you. They can never say, they can never admit it that they did it, and they will tell you sorry. No. Even they tell you sorry, the sorry is fake. They don't mean it. Yes, they do that because they have no empathy. They lack empathy. Narcissists don't feel anything for anybody. They can't even feel for themselves. They are for people who cannot even regulate their emotions. They are frustrated people inside. So they project that to other people. And yet they pretend to be, and they are always they are miserable, always miserable. That's why you see they jump from one relationship to the other. They are never stable in relationship. They cheat a lot and they flirt a lot. You see, but they can lie, they can pretend. When you see them, you think they are seeing. They like to garnish their image. You see, they like to dress impressively. Now I want to get this straight. It's not like dressing impressively is something that normal people do. You would like to appear good. You would like to appear nice, but with a narcissist is just something else. It's just their own is attention seeking. They do it to seek attention. They do it, oh, let people see. That's what they are. That is what they do. Their own is based on purpose. It's for something, to get something, to feel validated, and you must validate them. If you don't admire a narcissist, you become an enemy. Something that an ordinary person will say, okay, a narcissist does not take it easily. They don't take it kindly. If you don't admire them, they are doing all of that so that you can see them, you can approve of them. And if you don't do it, you are an automatic enemy to a narcissist. And the narcissist will always do something to hurt you. They will always they hurt. All their actions are hurtful. They always hurt people. That's what they do. They are full of negativity. Even the way they talk, a narcissist will trash you. There is nothing you will say that will make sense to a narcissist. When they see that they are jealous of you, but they pretend. They pretend. That's why those who keep narcissists as friends, they always kill. They poison them because they pretend to be good friends to them, whereas behind they are planning the next evil to do to them. So they are very vindictive. They don't forgive. Oh, very vindictive and very stingy. You see, they are very stingy. They cannot give you. And when you meet them, like the main narcissist, when you meet them for the very first time, they will treat you like a queen. If you meet a male narcissist, he will be doing things for you. He will treat you. He will wash your pants. He will be the one washing your pants. He will be doing all those things just to secure you. It's not as if he's just pretending to secure you, so that when you feel, this man is a nice man, look at what he's doing. He will take you on a date to a very nice place. Oh, a nice place, nice could be nice resort, hotel, or whatever, restaurant where will give you a nice treat. They don't care. Oh. They can borrow money, borrow shoe, borrow clothes, borrow car, just to impress a woman. Oh. A woman that they want to secure. A narcissist may not have anything, oh, but you will want and borrow all those things to make him look big, like is capable, is a big, yeah, is someone who can afford you. And when you see that, you will think, oh, this guy is a cute guy, oh, and he came with nice car, or he borrowed all those things, but you will not know. He's just doing that so that you will feel that, oh, the man is okay. Yeah, okay, I can go for this one, is okay. And then when you agree for him, or you fall, before you know, he start asking you to borrow him money that he will give you in so time. He doesn't have anything, no. He just borrowed just to make you feel that it's okay. They do that a lot. That's how you see these narcissists. That is how they behave. They are very they control even the food you eat. They'll be throwing you what they'll be if you are eating this one too much now. That's why you are looking like a bag. You see the kind of word they meaning that they are trying to control you not to eat. Oh, maybe there is even no food there. The narcissist will not tell you. But when you are eating, it will tell you that the food is not like it's too much. Oh. You are eating normal food that you are supposed to eat. But as you are eating, this food is too much. Now we are eating like this. Why won't you be like this? Is how you look like a bag. When you eat, it's like it's just to manipulate you. You see, that's how that's how they talk. That's how they behave. They throw words like that. They hurt people with their words. They are very terrible human beings. If you are with them, they are full of drama. You won't know peace. You will not know peace if you are living with a narcissist. They are full of drama. That's how they are. Everything with them is a problem. You cannot negotiate a conversation with them. They talk too much. They don't listen to you. No matter what it is, they are not even listening. They don't listen. They don't and they have this unhealthy pride. Unhealthy pride. They just cover. This one is just something that is just the surface. They cover it inside. It's nothing. No, they just use it to cover so that they can move. just to tell you that they feel that they are people, but they are nothing. You see, that's how they are. They are so empty. That's why they compete a lot. They compete and they feel threatened. You see, as they compete like that, if they see someone who threaten their fragile confidence, they don't have any confidence there. They have no self-worth of their own. So when they see somebody that threatens them, the next thing they start planning how to get that one out of the way, especially the vindictive narcissist. Those ones don't waste time to kill anybody. They don't waste time. You will hear waste, just waste him or waste her. That's how they talk. To kill someone they say is not even anything to them. To all these people, these narcissists, these dysfunctional people, like the narcissist, the psychopath, and the sociopath. All these things don't mean anything to them. To kill somebody does not mean anything. It's not a big deal to them because it's something they can easily do. They can easily do. It doesn't matter anything to them. So that's how they are. So that's why it's advisable that when you are living with this kind of person, you either, if you want to stay, because a relationship with a narcissist is a draining one. It's a terrible kind of relationship. The thing is that you are going to suffer physically, emotionally, psychologically, and even financially, because a narcissist will not give you money. If you even have your own, it will eat your own finish. It will finish eating your own money, and at the end of the day, it will dump you and move to another victim. That's how they are. So, and emotionally, it will not be available. You will not. You will think that you have a man. You don't have him. He's everybody's man. He will not even tell you the whole story about himself. When you meet, he will be telling you lies about other relations, how he has suffered in relationships. This one, he did everything. The woman left. This one, he did. If you meet anybody who is telling you all those kind of stories, look at them very well and be careful. Yeah, he met this one. He did everything. The woman left. Some of them have children everywhere, oh, but they have no woman. They keep moving from one victim to the other. They will get one, they will mess that one up, move to another one with lies, with stories, all these stories. Mess that one up, move to another one. They have children everywhere. They have no wife, oh, but they have children everywhere, and they are still looking for more victims. So that's how they live their lives. They are dysfunctional kind of people, very paranoid. So if you want to, if before you start anything with a narcissist, there are always red flags. Like I tell women, there are red flags. You have to look out for certain things. You see all these things when you see the way, although they pretend a lot, but no matter how they pretend, there will still be some. They may not be very clear, very conspicuous, but you will still see those clues, those little, those if not red flags, at least you will see yellow flags. You will see, because sometimes they always have this kind of art box that will tell you something about them. They won't know. Their marks always flip at sometimes it flips when they are not even ready to get it off, as in they will not know that. They will just react in a way that you will wonder, why is this person, what kind of person, you know is this. So you see, if you are paying attention, we will be able to know. If you are paying attention, you'll be able to know. But it's just that in Africa, they are occupied. They are the ones that are everywhere. You can't avoid them. You will leave one, you will still meet another one because they are just too many. In fact, that's just the normal way. In Africa, being like that is a way of life. That's the way men there are. Before you find men who are not narcissists, they are just very, very, very few. The rest are all narcissists because the way they raise them to be narcissists. And they raise the women. That is why you see women, marriages don't last anymore there. You see, even the ones who are there, some of them end up becoming narcissists. You see, because and at the end of the day, one of them will kill the other because of these dysfunctional ways, of raising people, raising children, and living in dysfunctional families. You see, there's always with them. They're always shouting match, fighting, and all of that. So you see, that's how it is. You can't avoid. You will finish with one, you will meet another narcissist. The women are suffering so much in the hands of narcissists because they see it as a way of life. Because of the way they raise them, they believe it is normal. They just believe it's normal. So if you go there and begin to talk of a narcissist, they will just look at you who is talking about bringing out this behavior of a narcissist, and so they may just go, are you sure that one is okay? Because that is the way they know life. They know how a man should be. They don't know any other. There's just a man should be an oppressor. That is it. A man should be someone who dictates how a woman's life should be. That's the way they see it. A man should be the one who controls the woman. A woman does not have a should not have a mind of her own. The woman's mind should be dictated, as in the woman's actions should constantly be dictated by the man. The woman should not think for herself. The man should think for the woman. That is the concept. That's how they believe. They see it in Africa. That's the way they see it. So you can't you go there and begin to talk of narcissists. It looks to you to them, you who is talking about it is like you are stupid. You are not okay, because that is the way they understand a man. They understand that a man should be. Is the way they understand a man to be. No other way. A man who is less than a narcissist there is a weakling. That is how they see that man. The man is a. You have to oppress. You have to be someone who beats a woman. You have to be someone who controls a woman. That unhealthy control. You have to be someone who treats a woman like a slave. That is where you are looked upon as a real man. And the woman will have to take all of that to look to for people to see her as a good and a virtuous woman. You see, that is how it is in Africa. So this concept of this narcissism, and the woman must bear all those excesses of the narcissist. The woman must take all the pain, the suffering, the torture, and the narcissist is free to kill the woman. Yes, the narcissist has the right. Just like narcissist is entitled to do anything he likes to the woman. And so the woman too, they is free. The man is free to kill the woman. The narcissist is free to kill the wife. And the wife must not leave. Because if you leave, you'll be treated like an outcast. Even your family will reject you. Your family will call you a failure. They want you to go and be killed by the narcissist. And if you die, if you are a known person in Africa, maybe you are a famous person, and your narcissistic husband kills you, they will turn around and blame the woman for not speaking out, for not moving out of the marriage. But you see the hypocrisy. You can see the hypocrisy that is there. But if you are not a famous person, the narcissist is free to kill you. You are not supposed to move out. You are supposed to be a vulnerable, virtuous woman and die for the sake of your marriage. You see, that is the concept. That is how it is in Africa. But it's really unfortunate. So if you, a woman, you are going through all of these things, well, my advice is I will not advise you to work it out, though, because you can never be able to work it out with a narcissist. Narcissists are not normal people. They are not. You will die. He will end up killing you. I will advise that you make your exit plans. That is it. Save money. I know it's very difficult, especially a woman who is not independent, a woman who is not working, who is not having her own money. It's difficult for you to leave a narcissist because you'll be asking yourself, where will I start from? Where do I begin? Where is the money? How do I cope? Yes. But it's better for you to have your life and peace. Even if it takes you many years to cope, it is better to find an exit plan, find a way and move out, than to stay for a narcissist to kill you. Because it will happen someday. Even if he did not kill you physically by maybe using something to kill you, maybe a gun or whatever to kill you, if he removes one of your eyes, he has killed you somehow. Yes. If you even cut your hand, because there's not they are not limited to, they can do anything. They don't see human beings as human beings. They see human beings as tools. So because of that, they can do anything to the woman. So don't think that because you cannot, you don't have where to start, so you want to continue. It's okay too to continue if that is your choice. You know, any action is, if you take, it's also a choice, because you can also choose to die. You know, people choose to die sometimes. They sacrifice their life for certain uh, what do I say? Yes, there are some persons that people sacrifice their lives. You know, that's okay. Even if I die for this cause, it's okay. So you can choose to sacrifice your life for it and die for that, for the sake of marriage. Because there, marriage is like ticket to heaven in Africa. Marriage is like ticket to heaven in Africa. So if you don't have a husband, you are a failure, and in their own thinking, you won't find heaven. According to them, you won't find heaven. This heaven that does not exist any place, to exist in one dimension close to us here. They say that with that husband, that's their own mentality. So you can choose to remain there and die, or choose to move out and live your life. It's a choice. But these days, you don't tell somebody, but if you ask for my own opinion anyway, I will say move out, because in any case, you will still cope. Even if it takes you 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, at least you will have your life. Than going to die in the name of uh, living with a narcissist for a husband. In the name of having a husband who is a narcissist, who does not want to give you peace. You see, so that is the way I will end it here today. But know that you will never know peace. There is no peace with the narcissist. Has no peace inside. They have nothing to give. They only take from others. They have nothing to give. They will take to the point that they will even kill the person. So that is how it is. So learn it today. Oh. Try to save yourself. Save yourself. Nobody will save you. It is yourself that will save yourself. Have a nice time. I hope the person that asked me this question, I hope you watch this.